Hello, and welcome to another episode of 5 Minutes with Freed. I'm your host, Michael Freed. I'm a litigation partner in the matrimonial and family law firm of Berkman, Botker, Newman, and Shine, with offices in New York City, Westchester, and Long Island. And today, my special guest is Brian Heller, and he's a partner in the firm of Schwartz, Perry, and Heller, LLP. So, Brian, welcome to 5 Minutes with Freed.
Thank you very much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Sure. So, Brian, what is Schwartz, Perry, and Heller? What's your role in the firm?
So I'm a partner at the firm, and we specialize in helping people in the workplace. We help people who are dealing with discrimination in the workplace and seeing them through that.
Great. So now, Brian, you know that I'm a matrimonial and family law attorney. When would my clients most often require your services?
Right. So we help people when they're at their most vulnerable. When you're at work, it can be very difficult to deal with situations where you feel like you're being treated differently because of your age or your gender or your pregnancy. And we come in and we can help people try to regain some of that power. It can be very frightening, and you can feel like you did something wrong to put yourself in this situation. So there can be a lot of guilt and sometimes shame with people going through issues in the workplace. So if anybody ever feels that they're having a difficulty with something that they didn't cause, that it's because of who they are or what they are, that's when it's time to reach out just to even see if it's something that we can help with.
Great. And what would be the best way? Actually, let me phrase it a different way. What would be the challenge? Any challenges that you face in your area of work? What are the challenges?
Certainly. So for me, there's the biggest challenge of just dealing with the other side, with an attorney who's getting paid a lot of money to tell me that the company did nothing wrong. But that's the way the process is set up. One of the biggest challenges is making sure that the law is broad enough to help people going through a various situation. The law reaches that far. So that's really where we talk about going through the courts and dealing with motions to argue that this case deserves protection. What happened here is wrong. That's the most challenging part, but that's also my favorite part. Because if you can get a decision in one case, it can really help a whole wide group of people that may not have even known that that case existed.
Absolutely, definitely. It's a good answer. So, Brian, what would be the best way for a prospective client or other professional like myself to contact you?
Certainly. So email always works, bheller@sphlegal.com, or give us a call at our office, 212-889-6565. But just reach out. We speak to people every day.
Perfect. That's great. So, Brian, we have now come to the most important part of our show, and that happens to be the question of the week. So, Brian Heller, this is your question of the week. Your superpower is that you can give phobias to people. What fun and interesting thing would you make people afraid of, and why?
So I would make people afraid of being right at the exit point of an escalator, of remaining there.
Okay.
It's a pet peeve of mine when people get off an escalator and they just stand there looking around. So I would make people terribly afraid of that spot. And if I had to pick a runner-up, it would be that they forgot to call their family and tell them that they love them.
Oh, that's great. That's great. That's great answer. Brian Heller, you have said it all. You are helping people in the workplace one day at a time. And I want to thank you for being a wonderful guest on 5 Minutes with Freed.
Thank you very much. It was great being here.